Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and place to be, it's Deb C. Boop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, and happy Monday. Oh, it is Monday. I hope everybody is having a great week and had a wonderful day today. Last night, nope, let's rephrase that. Today, I watched Sister Wives, so we are going to do a little bit of a recap and a rant. So let's get right into it. Lucky Robin. She ended up getting to go on a date with her knight, and I can't even say it. Let's just start over. Robin and Cody go out on a date. That was sickening me. First thing they talked about was the girls wanting to go to church. Okay. Here's my take on it. Listen, these girls are grown. If I were them, I would just go. However, I can see them going to their mother to maybe ask a little bit of guidance, just because Robin, was very, religious growing up. I can totally understand why they wouldn't go to Cody though, because he gets very, I'm going to say he would say that he feels passionately about it, but he would tend to fly off the handle, I think, and get more aggressive and probably maybe make it about himself. So some other things. First of all, why would they even want to go to him about this? Because number one, he doesn't go to church now, and he doesn't really even talk that much about spirituality. Also, when he was saying that if any of his kids would want to get into plural marriage, he would want to make sure that he tells them about the red flags. The man who is a walking red flag himself would want to tell them about the red flags. That's himself. He said he wants to steer them clear of any culty churches, but then says that he would be okay if they would go to the Church of Latter-day Saints because they saw a cute guy there. I know in his mind, he was probably well, listen, their mother went to that church and met a really cute guy. I'm pretty sure he was probably thinking that, but don't go to any culty churches unless you see a really cute guy there, then go. And now I understand, I understand why he is against the church that they were in. And that's because the church that they were in, they were for plural marriages if you kept it a secret. But if you put it out in the public, then in the light like they did, then that's when they were kind of looked down on. So I understand that. And I also, listen, I'm not going to say this too often, but when he was I don't want to go to a church that's going to regulate your appearance so much, tell you that you have to cut your hair, or I agree with that. Listen, if you're going to a church, the only thing for me, and I don't talk about religion a lot, but the only thing for me growing up going to church was you dress for church. We didn't have to wear ball gowns, but you didn't go in ripped. Now people can go in ripped jeans because that's the thing. But back in the day, you would dress up. You would dress up nice to go to church. But I'm not for any church that's going to be you have to wear this and that and this and that. And your hair can only be a certain length, and you can't have tattoos, and you can't color your hair, and stuff like that. I agree with that. I also do believe that you really don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God. You can like pray anywhere. That's what I think. But I mean, if it deepens your relationship with God, then by all means, hey, you do what's good for you. But that's the only things that I would agree with him on. Also, listen, whenever he was like, near the end there of their date, when she was like, I felt like she had to ask him if she could go to church. Don't ask him if you can go to church. Go to church. He's not like your keeper. Go to damn church. If it's going to make you feel happy and it's going to bring some joy into your life, go. Also, listen, he says, okay, I'm okay with the girls going and you going and me eventually joining you. And I was like, this is confusion to me, because you were just talking about how you don't like go to church and you can just talk to God on your own. But now eventually you want to go to church. But then he came out and he was like, I want to go to church to make sure that nobody steals you away. Because apparently whenever before they were married, like guys were beating down her door. Guys were just, beating a path to her door, and God was Cody's wingman, and he got her cause of that. But then then they were talking about how they caught each other's eye, and the minute that she saw him, like a lightning bolt went through her body. Come on. No. And he's like, you better make sure you have that ring on, because I don't want somebody to try and steal you. Who is going to try and steal Sobbin' Robin? You think somebody is going to try and steal her? Girl, nobody. No, nobody's trying to get with either one of you. I can almost guarantee that. Okay, Christine and David, they have their engagement party. Listen, Janelle showed up, and I can't tell you how happy it made me to see her in like that pink dress, looking just so happy. Just so, you would never see her dressed like that when she was with Cody. She seemed so happy for Janelle for Janelle. Yeah, she seemed happy for herself. She seemed happy to be celebrating Christine, getting to do everything that she didn't do in the past, because it seems like neither Janelle or Christine had a big deal made about their weddings, like at all. And by Cody or by the church. Because once again, they needed to keep it a secret, which to me, if I'm in a marriage and I couldn't get out there and celebrate the day, that wouldn't instill a lot of confidence in me with the marriage or with the church or any of that. But now Christine was saying that with her and Cody, she felt like it was love at first sight. Like she loved Cody, but they seem different to me, because with Cody, like he didn't want to do anything with it. He just wanted her to handle everything with the wedding, which didn't seem like a lot at all. And for him, it seemed like he was more interested in getting the number of wives. Like he wanted quantity over quality. That's all he wanted. He wanted to get those numbers for plural marriage. Whereas David, he is interested in experiencing everything with her and letting her experience all these things that she hadn't experienced in her first marriage. So it's the whole quality. You can tell that he really cares about her. Whereas Christine was like, I was in love with Cody. He wasn't in love with her. You know he wasn't in love with her. I ain't even gonna bring up the nachos. Forget it. I ain't gonna say it. I haven't said it in a long time. I'm not gonna bring up the nachos. There. Okay, so Mary and Jen go to Vegas to visit their friend Brandy. I like Brandy and I like Jen. But listen, Jen is never gonna see this. But if Jen were to make those chi-chi chillers, you know, the chi-chi chillers she was talking about, I would definitely buy them, because in the summer, under boob sweat is for real. Ladies, in the comments, if under boob sweat is for real for you, let me know, because it is. Under boob sweat for the under chi-chi sweat is for real. I would buy the chi-chi chillers. I'm going to tell you. Cody given her a list of things that she needs to fix before they can like work on their relationship. So you're telling me that all these things are wrong with Mary and ain't nothing wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with Cody. Cody's perfect. Okay. So then they're saying so after Mary went to the church to get this release, didn't he say to her, boy, you moved quick on that. What do you got? Do you got a man waiting on the side? No, she waited 10 years. She waited around for 10 damn years while you strung her along and you led her on and you lied to her. So she's supposed to wait longer? And am I surprised that Cody got rude after she got that release? No, I'm not surprised at all. But now Mary complaining about how everybody else, and I'm not even going to say how Cody handled it, but her complaining about how Janelle and Christine handled it, I was a little disappointed in her with that, because, I mean, each person in that situation is going to see things differently. Like with Janelle was like, I was finally sticking up for myself. So I thought it was kind of shitty that Mary did that. And that whole narrative that Cody tries to sell all the time with none of her friends know me, and so they don't know, it's BS. Whenever he's like, none of her friends know me, they don't know how it was, so what they're saying is wrong. Brandy and her husband had went out on double dates with Mary and Cody, supposedly a lot. So they got to see exactly how he was. They saw how it was, and that's what she's saying. And once again, yet another friend who is like, I saw the favoritism for Robin, and that was Brandy. And here's the thing. COVID was like the perfect time and the perfect built-in excuse so that people wouldn't see the favoritism, because they could hide behind the whole pandemic excuse. Mary's saying that, no, Robin had said that, the reason why Cody had to stay here, no, it was Mary. Anyways, it was brought up that Cody stayed at Robin's house during the pandemic, mostly because he didn't want to get his family sick. He could have given care less about the others. He wanted to make sure he didn't get Robin's family sick. That's what I'm saying. The pandemic was this convenient excuse for him to be able to hide his favoritism, but everybody knew it was there. And Robin, for this person, Robin, who's this, I'm crying, I'm all sad. Oh, Mary, don't leave. Oh, what am I going to do? Let me come out here and throw myself down the floor and start crying and give you this stupid ass junk journal so you can write all your dreams in it. Don't leave me. Oh, she was so close to Mary, so close. but she couldn't even go to Mary's mother's funeral. Oh, I loved her mother, but I couldn't go because Cody went, and I didn't want to risk getting my family sick. You could wear a mask. That's what everybody wore. That's what everybody wore, and you had to. Everybody wore it. People still wear. I still wear mine when I go out in public in places that are crowded. So listen, she could have worn a mask, and she didn't even go. She didn't even go when her father was sick. Her father was sick. She didn't go see her father because of the pandemic. Once again, a mask. Listen, I'm going to tell you what, and I'm not going to come out and say all kinds of stuff about my father, but my father was in 2 hospitals in 2021. Okay? And it was not good. And I'm going to tell you, me, my mom, and my brother, and 2 of my 3 brothers were down there. We had our masks on. So fuck this shit of I couldn't go see my father. My father was laying dying in a hospital bed. I put on a mask and I got my fat ass down there to see my father, because that's what you do. So don't give me none of this bullshit with I couldn't go because, listen, you didn't go because you chose your dumb ass, ramen-headed asshole of a husband, Cody, over your father who raised you, who helped give you life. So fuck that. That's garbage. And here's the thing. And Mary was like, listen, I did all this stuff for Robin and it wasn't reciprocated. So what the fuck? Right. I get that. And then they talk about that breakup conversation. So that breakup conversation, they do the flashback when it's Mary and Robin, Mary and Cody, and then Robin over here outside. Remember? And he was like, well, it looks like, we're in a situation where we can't work this out. And then here comes sobbing Robin crying. I'm not going to listen to him. I can't do this. No, I want you guys to talk, but I can't be part of this. Let me run away. Like it was her defying gravity moment where she had to run away. And then afterwards, wasn't they talking? Wasn't Cody and Mary talking, and he was like, maybe we could have not had that conversation with Robin there. Right, that's right. Robin didn't have to be there. She's not in that marriage. I mean, she is the favorite, but she didn't have to be right there. And then didn't he say, poor girl? What did he say? He said, poor girl, that really wrecked her. You know who he should have been worried about? He should have been worried about the one that he was that he was in the breakup with. How are you doing, Mary? Are you doing okay? But no, poor girl, that really wrecked her. Oh, my ass, my whole ass. Then was it Brandy who was like, Robin probably would be really threatened if Cody met another woman who cries all the time. So yeah, listen, that's it. The ending of this video was real aggressive, so I got that out. It just pissed me off. Honestly, the whole thing about she couldn't go see Robin's mother. She couldn't even go see her father when he was sick. And this whole, let's comfort. Let's make everything about Robin. I'm going to tell you what, my mother, who doesn't even watch this show, was sitting in there and I was talking to her a little bit about it. And she said to me, listen, I don't even watch this show. And in this little amount of time, I could tell that he favors Robin. She never watched the show. She never watched a show before. And she's like, she could tell that he favored Sob and Robin. What's that tell you? Dolly could see it. Okay, so listen, in the comments, tell me if you watched this week's episode, what you thought. And as always, if nobody told you yet today, you are always loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Be aware of your surroundings. Be smart. Be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Please Hydrate often with water. Is there still ice in there? No. And if you're in a dangerous situation, please be mindful, be aware, be smart and safe. Know that Dolly and I are always sending out our love, thoughts, prayers, and all the positive energy that you need to see it safely to the other side. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.